Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. The Boilermakers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will take the first swing of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Rides to back and leaves it. He's in open space downfield. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. There he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Wisconsin, 7, Purdue, 0.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Boilermakers offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also look at him, and I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. Looking to get it in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
He might want another play. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. He's got it. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Under fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. First down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got his man downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. The RPO fire complete to the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Here on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The give to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and he'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got the quick pass. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the jet sweep, making the defense go sideline to sideline.
And that's the hard thing about defending this play. You got so much speed coming across the formation. They can get to the edges quickly, and you limit the damage. It's not a huge play, but they pick up a little chunk, and you put those together, and they can get you 1st downs.
Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to the 15. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The quick out. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Tosses it incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He's got him this time. Turning it on. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Used the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Boilermakers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Now the play fake. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. The Boilermakers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Takes a handoff. It's Green. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Makes the grab. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start this drive going to the air. The short hands, it's Watkins. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete to the right. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Watkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
At the 15-yard line. First down, Purdue.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he throws that thing just inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field.
Timeout, Purdue.
A quick pass to the left. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Caught behind the line. It's Tracy. And the Boilermakers have enough for the first down. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good decision. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all. And that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Makes the catch. It's Smith. Knocked out at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The Boilermakers have it with a first and goal. Finds his big tight end. Trying to rumble in. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Huge play in the red zone. Third and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker! And the beatdown has ensued. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing the offense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on 2nd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Might be looking to run. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. Keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
2 straight drives ending in fumbles now for this offense. Guys just have to start hanging on to the football. There's nothing schematic that has to change. They've just got to get back to fundamentals, 5 points of pressure, and prioritize holding on to the ball.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up.
Touchdown, Purdue! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snags it over the middle. At midfield, he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. On first down, here comes this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Floats it out in space. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Badgers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Boilermakers have their offense in high gear. Power football with the run. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground and continue to eat that clock.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be leading.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. And the Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And the Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.